Hey guys, Jeff here. Making a quick little video here. If my dog would get out of the way, I guess I gotta pat myself on the back and congratulate myself. Apparently, YouTube will monetize your station with 500 subs. So, yes, all that hard work, all the miles. I got 500 subs. I don't know what that means. It's not about making money for me. It's about being in the woods, doing my thing. It's just what I enjoy to do. I could care less about the money, but I do want to say I have to make $1. After $1, then it doesn't matter. But this all started from a buddy of mine. We'll just call him Jimmy. He said that I couldn't do it. I would never be successful. And I told him, Jimmy, there's not too much that I can't figure out. I'm a computer scientist by trade. I've worked on computers for 20 some years. I got a construction background, but I've always had the love for these whitetails. And while all these other guys they're done deer hunting because deer season's over, no, I'm still running a bunch of cameras, still doing inventory for the upcoming season. And I don't know, I love hunting deer. It's the impossible, right? Well, it's really not impossible. You just need to put your time in. So this is just a quick little recap. I mean, I don't know if you guys can see the deer behind me, but this deer over my left shoulder is one that my dad shot. I think it was a 5-year-old doe. She field dressed at 133, 132, so about 175 pound live weight doe. She scored 122 inches and something, and like 111 and a half or 112 and a half net. The middle buck was an archery buck from 4 years ago now. That was 122, 123 gross, netted around 119. The one over my right shoulder, that was Pennsylvania pre-antler restriction. I think that one's around 107 net, almost 110 gross, but he didn't have much for deductions. And one of these days I'll go through some of my bucks on the wall and stuff, but I just wanted to give a shout out for all you guys that subscribe and watch my content. And you know, some of it's kind of daunting, some of it's kind of boring probably for some, because it's not non-stop shooting big bucks. But it's not about shooting the big bucks, it's about the journey that it takes you to get there. And that's why my videos are raw, because I want to show the whole story. I don't want to just show something like they did on TV, you know, back in the 90s and early 2000s, and everybody's hunting a game farm or high fence, or you know, these big parcels where they can manage their property. No, I am predominantly public land hunting, and I really enjoy the challenge of not knowing what's in there, and e-scouting and using some maps and a few cameras and whatnot, but to e-scout and to get in there. And I can usually, like 8 chances out of 10, I can e-scout, pick a spot on a map. I can go in there in that contour, understanding these pinch points and these funnels and these transition areas and such. And I can go in there and I can find deer. And it may not be a 150-inch buck on public land, but what I can tell you is every time I put effort in, I'm learning and learning and learning just a little bit more. Now I'm 49 years old, I'm gonna be 50 years old next month, and I am yet to shoot a 150-inch buck. Hell, I am yet to shoot a 125-inch buck here in the state of Pennsylvania, and I hunt New York too. My biggest buck to date was 124 and 6/8, and it netted 122 and a half, 122 and 5/8, something like that. But but it's real. You know what I mean? Like, this is what I do. This is my passion. This is my love. This is my desire. When I don't lead much of a busy life, and I go to work, I come home, I spend time with this little jerk here, my dog, Archie Allen Co. But other than that, I am studying these deer year round, and that's all I got time for. That and my mom. And honestly, I probably not real good at taking care of my mom when it's deer season, because that's all I can think about are deer. And this was my dad here. Lost him a couple years ago after he shot that 120 some inch doe. She had female body parts, not male body parts, but to get a buck like that, I miss him dearly. He's the one that got me into hunting, and my grandfather, and I'm just not going to give up. I mean, I've hunted local here, and most of my life hunted some private here and there, hunted some public here and there. I've got a couple bucks on my wall that are, 110, 115 inch that were Pennsylvania pre-antler restriction. So, I mean, those were good bucks back in the day. But with the antler restrictions we have here in Pennsylvania, I mean, it's really increasing the deer habitat, the deer size. People are now willing to pass that 2-year-old and let him get 3. And if he gets 3, he's smart enough to maybe get 4. And if he's smart enough to get to 4, you got a good chance he's going to get 5.5, and that's mature. And there's some bucks that have been shot, that are 7, 8, 9 years old on these public parcels that are 13,000 acres, 26,000 acres that people just overlook, or they're not willing to put in the effort and go deep enough and get away from the truck. It's not always the case that it needs to be away from the truck, because you can kill big bucks right next to the truck. But regardless, I'm that guy that doesn't have a problem walking 2 miles in the dark at 4 a.m. I don't have a problem with that. I enjoy that. I used to be scared of the dark, because my mom always said there were boogeymen in the dark trying to get me to come in from being outside. As a young boy, I loved the outdoors. And so I guess this is just a summary of who I am, what I'm about, the passion I have for these deer. And I mean, I shot 1 doe this year. I shot a real big buck. I would say somewhere between 145 and 155 inch 8-point, and I'm yet to find him. So we're still looking, we're still running cameras. I'm going to shed hunt and try to get on him, but it just boils down to, it's all about you folks that actually like my channel, and not everybody does, because it is, like I said, daunting, and it's somewhat boring. But for those of you that like it and watch it, I truly appreciate it. I'm gonna make that $1 bill, and then after that, it doesn't really matter. But I guess what I'm trying to say is, my passion for these deer, my passion to strive to be better, to hunt mushrooms, morel mushrooms. I'm an avid morel mushroom hunter. To study these deer, to shoot bow, to do my landscaping projects, to do my job. Just there's certain people in this world that they try not to half-ass anything, and I feel like I'm one of those people that try to put in all that effort, and I'm trying to bring it to you guys in this video series in my YouTube channel to show you how much work is actually involved. And that's why a lot of this stuff I don't edit out. I give it to you raw. Sure, I do some editing, which that's another hobby, that's another passion that I'm getting into, is doing this videoing and video editing. And you would not believe how difficult it is to carry a tree stand and a backpack and 3 cameras and batteries and self-film and do all this by yourself. just so I can prove my good buddy Jimmy wrong, that I can in fact do this, and I can in fact make that first dollar. And I'm going to do this, guys, with the help and support of you all watching and your comments. I'll try to get back to you. Deer season's pretty busy for me, and so I apologize if I don't necessarily get back fast enough, but it's a lot of work to have a full-time job, carry all this gear, to scout, to find these spots to hunt that I've maybe hunted before, maybe never been in these woods before a day in my life. But I'm out there and I'm getting it and I'm carrying this stuff, and I'm trying to bring you guys the raw data just to show it's not like the movies, it's not like TV. Yes, it's great to watch people hunt and they make it look so easy on the TV, but it's truly not that easy. It's a lot of work, and I'm going to continue giving you what I can as a person. Just know that I'm passionate again, and I will continue to strive to be better and better. Every video that I release, I'm learning new stuff and how to edit video and trying to be a better videographer. But again, it's a learning experience for me. At 50 years old almost, like I said, I mean, I think I understand deer. I think I understand deer to the fullest extent. If anybody shall ask me, or my buddies ask me, why are you so possessive or intrigued by this archery hunting? And I mean, the simple story is, I like the smell of deer farts. I like the sound of deer farts. Because if you can't hear or smell deer farts, you ain't close enough to be an archery hunter. That's supposed to be funny, so get a kick out of it. But listen, guys, for all seriousness, I really appreciate all my subscribers and everybody that's watching. This is a single take. This is not being edited one bit. I'm going to give it to you raw, just as I sat down, had a thought in my head, and I'm telling you guys what it's about. And I hope this video is recording. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, like, smash that comment, subscribe button, and I'll see you guys soon. Thanks for watching.